Hey there, Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, Virgo Rising. Welcome to your What the Heck Do You Need to Know Right Now reading. Hey, if your birthday is in Virgo, happy birthday to you. And so let's take a look what's going on. We're going to do the 9-card spread. We're using Madame Endora's fortune cards. And sometimes the messages are a little tough to hear, so hang in there with me. What I find is these readings tend to build, and more stuff comes through the deeper we go into this. Oh, okay. I want to start off by saying, before I go there, I did, if you didn't see your September monthly reading, I really highly recommend you check that out. I did it as a 2-parter. So the first part was the first half of the month. I will link that here at the end of the video. And the second part comes out next week. And so it's got like your new moon in it. The second part does. So be sure to hit that notification bell when you subscribe so you will not miss that. So what you have going on here is something about you need to be a knight in shining armor for yourself. There's some, wow, really? Okay, does this go here or here? Oh, that goes there. Does this go here? Okay, your overall energy, woo, look at you, passion and romance await. I do think it's about being very passionate about your life. What it could be a relationship, because I haven't seen these 2 cards yet. I haven't seen that card at all. It says love and prosperity. So, ooh, some of you it is about the romance. All right, so that's you're the last sign I'm doing this time through, and you're the only ones who get the Queen. Love and prosperity as energy to anchor into. But it kind of reminds me of the energy of the Queen of Pentacles, right? The nurturing, the self-love, self-care, right? The love for yourself. Then you have more than enough to share out into the world, and the energy that you create for yourself, that you manifest for yourself when you know you are worthy, then attracts the higher vibrational energy opportunities to you. And in that case, then, you know, we have this unicorn coming in with it, right? This rare opportunity, but it comes from you, you pouring your energy into it. And so it does have a warning that comes with it. We'll get to that in a second. I kind of jumped way ahead because I was so excited by that. All right, so so here we go. We have here the dagger as the key to the situation. It says conflict and danger lie in wait. So that's the key, which is interesting because the key is up here in the area of resources. So this is financial. This is generally it's financial, but it can be your skills, your knowledge, your wisdom. It can be emotional. But I'm going to tell you right now that the key here says locked doors can now be opened. So I feel like there is something where you already are feeling like it's been a little bit of a conflict. There's like, it's almost like, okay, that's funny. I'll just tell you what they showed me was an Indiana Jones thing where, you know, he's making, Temple of Doom, I think it is, where he's making his way through, and he knows that he doesn't know exactly what, but he knows there's booby traps ahead, right? And so he's prepared, and he's done his research, and he steps back, and things move by him, and he knows what he's supposed to do, and he manages to get through, and part of it is using his intuition, and you have the card of using your intuition in the heart space. So really connecting in with your heart is going to allow you to make the right moves over the situation regarding to the situation that has got you feeling a little uneasy. You're just a little uneasy about it, and appears that there's good reason to, but here's the other good news. Spirit has got your back. Here in the area of how do you transform this situation, you have a close friend that acts on your behalf. And so they will be divinely inspired to jump in and help you in some way or the other. Who, I don't know, because look, they're shrouded. They may even happen and not tell you what they're doing. There might be something that somebody puts in a good word for you and doesn't bother to tell you they put in a good word for you because they don't want you to get your hopes up in case it doesn't come through. Or, you know, sometimes people just do things and they don't want to, or they don't want to, you know, they don't want you to know because they want you to be excited for yourself and not worry about, oh, thank you, right? And also sometimes just somebody talking about you in a very, oh my God, this person does such, and then someone goes, That's interesting. You know, I think I would like to meet that person, maybe to go out on a date. Maybe a friend hooks you up with somebody they know. I don't know. It's very interesting, but whatever it is, something very beneficial is going to come to you through somebody that you know, that you already know. And it says a close friend, so somebody you're very, very close to. Could be a sibling if you're really close with your siblings, so don't get confused by that. All right, so. And your significant other could be your close friend too, by the way. It should be your close friend, in my opinion. Okay, so here, this is honor and good luck. You're looking for opportunity, and you're doing it with integrity. And that is amazing. Nobody should be climbing over other people to get to the top. That never really works out. And I think that Virgo totally gets that, so I'm not worried about that. So, hold on. Something's coming through. So when I saw this, I thought you need to be your own knight in shining armor, but you know what I'm getting now? When I picked this card up, it's totally different. It drains your energy running to the rescue of everybody else. This is triumph over adversity, but it's in the area of what drains your energy. And maybe you need to do a little self-love, a little self-care. Put yourself first a little bit. Just a little bit. This new moon that's coming up, energy is going to be really low. The 13th, 14th, and 15th. The new moon is on the 14th. Mercury stations direct on the 15th. It's going to be moving slow. That's your ruling planet. It moves slowly all the way through the end of the month. Doesn't clear its shadow until the 18th of next month. And so your energy might be a little low, and you might be running yourself into the ground physically, mentally, emotionally, but I'm guessing physically, trying to help other people. And so take care of yourself. Your health is important. Your own well-being is important. Put your oxygen mask on first. If you need some downtime, take it. Try to create that balance, right? Did I see something that said balance somewhere? I don't really see it right now. Okay, so, all right. In the energy of what to do, you have air. This feels like that Mercury energy, though. It says, seek a union of mind and spirit. And so, Mercury in retrograde makes clear thinking a little muddled. Right here you have imagination clouds your judgment. It makes it really hard. What could be clouding your judgment is imagining all the worst case scenarios. Or what could be clouding your judgment is thinking, there's no obstacles. I could do whatever I want. I could go either way, right? But you do have good fortune and friendship coming, and you do have love and prosperity. So I think it's about not getting ahead of yourself, one way or the other. This is about not judging the situation, but allowing it to unfold. And so here with the air, seek union of mind and spirit. I think this has a lot to do with the words you choose to use to plant your seed of intention with that new moon in Virgo, to allow you to manifest something that you truly want into this world. And so I'm on Facebook every day, and I work with the astrology, and I was doing the astrology this week, and I'm talking about the new moon, and all of a sudden they gave me a mantra, an affirmation, and so therefore it came out there. That means it is for everyone. And it was, I live a happy, healthy, abundant life. It's specific in what you want to feel. Happy, healthy, abundant. But it's general, and it doesn't say how you're going to manifest, because it's just a seed that's going to need to be nurtured. Things need to be grown. Things will have to be pruned and cut out at various times. You've got eclipses coming up here that'll give you opportunities to work with us. And so this is really something that's going to take place for the next year and a half. And so in February of 2025, we see this actually come through as a full moon. And that full moon is really beautiful. And so there is March 2025, March 14th actually of 2025. And so over the course of the next year and a half, there's a lot of things developing. And so choosing words that resonate with your heart, says mind and spirit. And using that little brain that actually has more electrical magnetic pulse than the brain in your head does. Measurable. Like if you hooked you up on a meter, you could figure this out. There's only 40,000 brain cells, but it's more powerful. And so using this to be in touch with how you feel, and how you feel then is sent to your brain. And your brain sees the world through the perception of your feelings. That's why taking care of how you feel about things. That's why choosing to feel joy, feeling optimistic, feeling happy, feeling excited, and welcoming in, creating space for the things that you want becomes really important, because here you have the minstrel in the area of the object to overcome, the challenge to overcome. It says, let your intentions be known. But it's in song. It's a gentle way. And so it is finding the right words, the thing that really flows for you. How do you let the world and yourself and the universe know what it is that you want to do? And so ask for what you are seeking, but ask in a way where it's done with what feels right? What connects with your spirit, what really is in alignment with it. So this right here, this passion and romance await. I feel like there's an awakening of passion in you for something. Is it a relationship? It could be, absolutely. I see that there. But also, it's also about this passion that you feel for life, this passion that you feel for something you're trying to create or manifest, this reawakening of passion with maybe your significant other that you currently are with. Like, where are you putting that energy, right, that you want to be fired up and excited? And so you have a new start. Of course you do. You have a new moon coming in your sign. It's right around the corner too. So sometimes we must realize what we have done needs to be discarded, and we must make a new start. And we have the resistance. Understanding why you resist, what you have to do, is a crucial part of the creative process. This right here, you're overthinking, your head's in the way. Let's get in here and take a look at what it says in the book, because those two totally go together. So let's look at this resistance first. So the resistance is actually 65. That's an 11. So this is the energy of a doorway, an opportunity coming in here. Think 1111 gateway, right? So resistance. The resistance card is an indication that problems related to a matter in question are the result of either you or another person involved resisting doing what you know you have to do. Selecting the resistance card is a reminder that what you resist persists until you understand why it makes you feel the way you do. That is why this is sitting here in the heart space as the key to the situation. Conflict and danger. It's almost like you're in conflict with the change that you want to make, and somehow you're resisting it. That would be conflict, okay? And the danger would be in not being willing to make the shift and the change into the new start. Okay, so it is easy to reject something, but resisting it means that it stirs us up emotionally. It pushes our buttons. It gets us off on a tangent where what we are resisting becomes the focus of our thoughts. More than what we are trying to create. So focus on what you want to create. A happy, healthy, abundant life, or whatever you choose, right? We're focusing on the goal, and we're willing to release the need to control the path of which it takes to get there. That's where the resistance comes in. Like, I'm pretty sure this is the way I would get there. I need to do this thing. And then it could be something you've been doing for a long time, and it's like, oh, this really is not getting me there, right? And this seems to be a theme with the earth signs right now. Okay, so pulling the resistance card often means that you need to understand and overcome your resistance to an approach to a technique or to producing a particular result. Because your resistance is preventing other aspects of your creative process from making magic on your behalf. So it's like, allow yourself to write a new story, a new creative story, a creative solution that could come in. And then the new start. Ooh, it's the next one. How fun is that? Number 66. Sometimes we must realize what we have done needs to be discarded, and we must make a new start. So, so they're showing me baking. So, cooking is art, right? Like, if you throw too much pepper in, well, you can probably offset that by adding something sweet, right? You don't have to throw out the whole dish. You can maybe put a touch of honey in there and it cuts it or whatever, right? So there's things you can do, but baking is science. I feel like this is baking. Sometimes we must realize that what we have done needs to be discarded and we must start over. If we have over kneaded the bread or something, then it doesn't rise properly and it's never going to, and it's just not going to turn out. And so you have to pitch it all and start all over from scratch, right? And so this is something that maybe you've spent a lot of time, energy, effort, emotional energy, physical, financial energy and effort into, but for some reason it's just time to throw in the towel and create a new opportunity with this new seed of intention that is being planted in this new moon that is so strong and so potent. It really is a beautifully aspected. It's part of a kite. And if you're unaware of what a kite is in astrology, basically what it's pointing toward the goal and the dream of Neptune and Pisces. So it's actually allowing you, it's pushing you toward. This new moon is pushing you toward using this energy to manifest your dreams into reality. And so there is Uranus and there is Pluto assisting in this energy. And Pluto says we got to change things up, we got to stir things up. And Uranus says, oh yeah, we're stirring things up. And so yeah, I feel like there's like a big shift. And Uranus and Taurus is kind of like the tower moment. Something's got to come down so something new can start. Pluto is definitely the excavating so something new can start. And Pluto stations direct very shortly on 10-10 gateway, right? That energy of the 10. And so the wheel turning in your favor. But right now, it's still unearthing things. It's still like we got to dig this back out. This isn't working. We got to start this thing over. All right. So the New Start card is an indication that one or more aspects of a matter in question are needlessly draining your time and resources. This knight in shining armor, this triumphing, trying to triumph over adversity. Like if I just work harder, if I put more effort in, I can totally win this. I'm going into battle, and it's wearing you. Oh, goodness. The F out. I don't know what guide that was. Oh, my God. My guides make me laugh. Okay. So, I'm so sorry. I'm so distracted by that. They're laughing at me too. Okay. So this card is an indication that one or more aspects of the matter in question are needlessly draining time and resources and must be discarded, allowing you to move forward without having these failed ideas dragging you down. Starting over is an important part of the creative process. It's not about always admitting of defeat. It can be the realization that you have reached a new level of understanding, a new level of skill, and a new level of appreciation for your subject, and the newness deserves a new start. You have grown and you have evolved. It's like the spiraling energy. You're back now, but now you see things over higher. Oh, I can make this work if I try this. Like if I do this just a little bit differently. Oh, I really love this. Okay, the creative process is a learning process. When you have learned so much that what you did in the past no longer reflects what you want to be associated with now, then it is time to start over with a joyful heart. And thanks to what has come before for getting you to this new starting point, for the knowledge and the wisdom. Experience plus knowledge equals wisdom. You have learned and you have grown and you're like, yeah, I can do this. I can do it better, I can do it smarter, or I can do something totally different because I learned so much from this. And nothing is ever a waste of time. Everything is always an opportunity to learn and to grow. And then we take those skills with us and we utilize them and then we repackage them in a new way. And so here, when I look at this, your imagination, and somehow you can magically fix this thing that maybe just you've outgrown in some way or it just doesn't work, but you've learned something. And so here it comes. The good fortune, right? And this love and prosperity. This is love for the project. This is love for yourself. This is understanding that as the queen, you are open to receiving and nurturing others, like receiving what you need in order to give to others. This card has shown up so many times. This is a nurturing card. It's the card of nurturing, and it's 32, so it's a 5. It's about change. The sun's going down. I'm losing the light here. Okay, so this card encompasses all of the aspects of being divinely nurtured and supported. It calls to allow the full flow of loving energy within you. The full flow of loving energy within you. The Queen. I don't care if you're a guy or a girl. Doesn't matter. Or if you are non-binary or whatever. What? It doesn't matter. Inside of each individual, there is divine masculine and there is divine feminine energy. Right? There's the nurturing and there's the taking action. There's the giving and the receiving. It's part of what creates that balance in the yin yang within each of us. Sometimes one is a little heavier than the other and needs to be rebalanced. So right now what needs to be rebalanced is that it looks like you have been giving, and now you need to be open to receiving the love and the support and the healing energy that you need. So this spiraling healing energy is available to you at all times. It surrounds you and embraces you. You are never alone on your journey. You are always supported and cared for. This nurturing feminine energy calls you to her arms. This is like the Mother Gaia energy. Rest with her for a while. Let her soothe your heart, heal your wounds, and guide you gently and lovingly onto your path. And it's a new path. It's a new opportunity. And it may have a lot of the components of the other way, but it's a new way of doing it. It's a new vision of the future. And there's some, let it stir the passion inside of you, the passion to create, the passion to be excited about it again. Instead of getting up in the morning going, oh, I'm so drained, I'm so tired, I need more sleep. That's when we feel overwhelmed or whatever. This is allowing you to be fired up and excited about something brand new. Oh, golden topaz. I don't know if you can see that. That's a beautiful color. Okay. Oh my God. I love doing this work so freaking much. I love it. Okay. I step forward with joy and enthusiasm. I see my path shining brightly before me. Right? I see my path shining brightly before me. What did this say? This said, rest with her for a while. Let her soothe your heart and heal your wounds and guide you gently and lovingly onto your path. The new start. I step forward with joy and enthusiasm. I see my path shining brightly before me. Listen, you are going to feel a little low energy those few days around the new moon, but don't let that stop you from listening to your heart. Everything you need to know will come through your heart space. What feels right? What inspires you? What are you passionate about? It says here to visualize your life purpose. Amplify joy and bliss, improve the ability to speak up, cultivate ease, process all that is happening around and within you. Golden topaz will be so perfect for you with this energy. Oh my gosh, you're about to shine out there into the world. It is just a matter of redirecting your energy into something that actually lights you up because of who you are now. I'll give you one small example of what I'm talking about. I have a degree in nutrition and dietetics. I decided I was going to do the degree in nutrition back in 2003. And then I started at community college, but I was working full time. And I had 3 kids. But it took me a while. It took me 9 years to graduate. But when I did graduate, and this is from the community college, the 2-year college, I graduated with a degree in exercise science because along the way I'm like, ooh, that looks interesting. And then I got into the dietetic program at the 4-year college. And that only took me 3 years to get through. But now I've been on this journey, right, for 12 years, 13 years, something like that. Oh, there was a year in between where I was taking more classes. So 13 years later, which by the way is the number of the death card, the transition card, the transformation card. I graduated and I did all that time and energy in, and I did go take the RD exam, but in the middle of the exam I said, I don't want to do this. Like, these questions are stupid. They don't care about people. This is not what I want to do. So I went back to what I was doing before until I figure everything out. I am going to use that knowledge and those skills. I'm going to repackage them. But I knew I was not going into the hospital sick care system. I knew that with it. I'm taking the, and I'm like, oh, no, forget it. So I feel like there's something like that is going on with you, something you spend a lot of time, a lot of energy in. And so I have Virgo. I have a lot of strong Virgo placements, and it is in I have Mars in Virgo, and it's where I take action. It's in my research house. It's in my long distance travel and higher education. Like it totally makes sense to me that that happened. But what I'm seeing here is that you are going to go, oh, wait a minute. I know I put all this time in, but this isn't me anymore. It was who I was in 2003, but it certainly wasn't who I was in 2017. That wasn't me anymore. That wasn't going to work. So there is a need for you to decide and discern for yourself what it is that you want to do with your life. And just because you've been doing something and you've been putting all that time and energy and money into something, if it doesn't make your heart sing with joy, if you aren't excited about it, if you aren't passionate about it, here's your opportunity. I would grab it with both hands and I would swing out there and yell, woo! And let yourself fall into the water and just see what kind of a big splash you make. It would be pretty exciting. All right, you guys take really good care of yourselves. I'm on Facebook every day. Come on over and hang out. And again, leave a comment so that you'll be in the drawing for the free reading. And what else? Oh, be sure to hit the notification bell when you subscribe so that you will know when I upload those monthly and mid-monthly readings and anything else that comes up. All right, talk to you soon.